Welcome back to Indianapolis Raceway Park. Lane Briggs out front has led them all so far. Christian Eckes, Chandler Smith, Connor Mozak, Ty Majeski, your top 5. You see the biggest mover since the start of the race is that man right there in the 88. Ty Majeski up 4 spots.
Yeah, I'll look down the list there. We talked about Mozak, we talked about Gio a bit, but Parker Eatman, you got to give it up for him because he's had some good passes. Started in the middle of the field, had a lot of work to do back there, and has been able to make it work. So there's Gio in that 17, running the 12th position. Good solid start to the night for him. But Eatman is just up ahead of him there in that 42. That's impressive. I talked earlier in practice, right there you see Eatman in the 42. We talked earlier in practice, Regan. One of his first starts was in Dover, where he finished 21st. That's a box check. You go to Dover, nearly get a top 20 in your first try, that's a tough racetrack.
He was back there racing against our own Clint Boyer. Remember that?
and he's done a nice job all day long. When you think about qualifying, had a nice pickup on his qualifying lap that was able to get him a decent starting spot and just doing what he's got to do to learn. That's what you want to see out of a young driver, right? Complete the laps, keep your truck clean, find a way to finish.
There's Harrison Burton in that 5 truck. I talked about traffic and things, energy is picking up. These guys not wanting to go that lap down before this stage end. Watch this. Let's go 3 wide, eh?
Little contact right there.
Caston Everidge in the 93.
Tough situation, you know, where Lane's trying to lap these guys and he sees the hole and he goes for it and closed up just a little bit.
So now he's lapped up to 21st. Ben Rhodes is next up. Run 50 laps. 10 laps to go in stage number 1. Caution free so far.
David Tanner Gray, these 2 guys desperately want to stay on the lead lap, but it ain't happening. Look at the forward run on that 34 truck, guys.
Normally, I would say, as we see, you know, Lane can go from the top to the bottom. He can run anywhere on this racetrack that he wants right now, and very, you know, very similar to what he did last year. Normally, I'd think, okay, the passes are going to get tougher for him as he gets further up into the pack, and it's going to be tougher to put guys lap down, but I don't think anybody can fight against him right now.
Not at all. The Lane train is boogieing. Looking.
I love what Lane said earlier, Michael, something like that. He said his truck was so dominant last year, he said, let's not change it. Let's bring the exact same setup back because I don't want to experiment. Well, we knew we were that good.
Yeah, probably about 10 or 12 laps ago, he radioed to his team that he just had 0 grip out there, so desperately trying to get to the end of this stage for some adjustments.
See him barely hanging on with all he's got right now, Regan.
Yeah, and as Amanda was saying about the grip, and he had 0 grip, like right there, you see the back of that truck just sideways, and that means he doesn't like the front, doesn't like the back, feels like the tires are just, you know, it gets to the point where they feel like they're basketballs and they're sliding across the racetrack, and he wants this stage to end rapidly here.
And you see how far Grant Enfinger already has driven away from these groups. That the orange truck at the bottom of the screen, that's making some ground right now. In fact, the last time around the track, Grant was the fastest.
1.5 laps to go here in stage number 1. And then those new tires, those adjustments, it'll feel so good.
You got that right. Kevin Michelle has done a great job. Top 15. He's going to lose a lap here, but he should get the free pass if Lane doesn't get to anyone else. And he's not going to. That's Frankie Muniz in the 33. He's already lapped down. So good break for Gavin. Good first stage for this 18-year-old.
Great first stage for Lane Briggs. He picks up the win here. This is the 4th straight race. Lane has won stage 1, and it's his 8th stage win of the season. Picks up right where he left off.
He's bare-knuckled, baby.
He is. And all about Lane Briggs. He's led them all so far. We'll have pit stops and adjustments on the backside.
But I love it. I'm having a great time pulling for that 25. Hopefully Connor gets a top 10. I think he can get a top 10.
I don't know. Doing a full representation here, man. You like this?
Yeah.
I'm a
And Jack and Alex in one of these. Let's not get in the truck yet. What's it going to take to get you guys out here in one of these trucks?
I'm game to do it. We were just talking about the booties that we would need, and then we both wobbled a little bit, but if there's an opportunity, we'll do it.
I would love to test. I would love to test one of these beasts. It's very different to what we do. I think I would struggle a lot, but I would give it a go on a test day for sure.
There we go. We're going to hold you to it. You love how he said the booties and they wobbled a little bit. Jamie, you can translate what that means on the IndyCar side of things. I don't know, but fellas, we appreciate you having you guys out here.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, buddy.
Yes, booties aren't part of their getup. So they're learning the vernacular down there on pit road. Love to see Alex Palou. That is a generational talent. Absolutely incredible. Happy to see him taking in a little NASCAR. And Christian Eckes, Amanda, you talked about it. He's back in his box.
Yeah, but you're not going to see the